Hey guys, Mac and Kalon here with some more Commander 2015 spoilers. This is our second spoiler video and we're going to hop right into it. Alright, so the first card we're going to be spoiling is Mizzix of the Magnus. It is the, I believe it's the blue and red Commander card. You get a 2/2 Goblin Wizard for 4 mana. It's 2 colorless, 1 blue and 1 red. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell with converted mana cost greater than the number of experience counters you have, you get an experience counter. And then instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each experience counter you have.
Right, so this is just, it's working perfectly in a deck where you want to just cast bigger and bigger instants and sorceries. It seems like a really fun thing to do in Commander, just try to get the biggest blue and red sorcerers you can out there. Just some spells that you might never really get a chance to play, now all of a sudden they're perfect for this deck. Because the bigger the mana cost, the better almost in some situations here. So I was thinking this would be ideal for an epic experiment style of deck where you just keep reducing that, like epic experiment has X in its mana cost, so you just keep lowering and lowering the mana cost, the converted mana cost, and then eventually build up to a massive, literally epic experiment.
Yeah, that's going to be a really, really awesome commander. So next, we're talking about Banshee of the Dread Choir. It's 4/4 for 5 mana, 2 black and 3 colorless, and she has this exciting new power called Myriad. So Myriad is whenever this creature attacks, for each opponent other than defending player, you may put a token that's a copy of this creature onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker that player controls. Exile the token at the end of combat. And then whenever Banshee of the Dread Choir deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card. So right away, that's a pretty good uncommon card, right? Like,
I really like the Myriad keyword ability because it changes the politics of a multiplayer game. Like, a lot of the time, you're cautious about who you attack because you want to distribute damage evenly. You don't want to gain the ire of one particular person, or you don't want to pick on one person. You want to get the table in a situation where when it gets close to the end of the game and people are at low life pools, you can take out everyone at once. So this gives you the ability to attack everybody at once, which is quite good.
That's really cool. So that brings us to our next card, Blade of Selves. 2 colorless mana, it's an artifact equipment, and equipped creature has Myriad. So the power we were just talking about, and I see this being amazing with a Hydra Omnivore. Hydra Omnivore is... Oh, Kitty's in the way.
I'll get him.
Hydra Omnivore is already amazing because it deals damage to each other opponent when you deal damage to an opponent.
So that's just an insane combo off the bat. Like, if you consider that he already does that with the amount of damage, like when he does damage to a player, that amount of damage is done to each other opponent. So if you're copying him and attacking everybody with him, then there's damage bouncing around the table back and forth like crazy. And it's probably going to be lethal damage.
Yep. And to add injury to insult, if you combo him with Nylea and Bow of Nylea, they've all got Trample Death Touch.
Right.
Which is amazing. So that's basically a game-winning thing there.
There's a couple other things that would combo good with, like Necropolis region, right?
Oh yeah,
anything that has a trigger off of combat damage. So
yeah, there's lots of really good cards that could go with, and I think that'll be a really good staple for any commander deck to come.
Yeah.
So next we have Cassetto Okie Archmage. He's a 2/2 for 3 mana. He looks like he's going to be the green-blue commander. And so you can spend 1 green, 1 blue. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. If that creature is a snake, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Kalon came up with a good strategy for this.
I already like him because of the low mana cost. You can get him out right away and start doing actual commander damage. You can also target other creatures with his ability. He gives hexproof, and if that creature is a snake, +2/+2. But if you focused on using that ability just on himself, maybe once you get the mana, activate it multiple times, you're making him fairly big and unblockable, and you can get some early commander damage going right away. So I was thinking you just put a few different counter spells in that deck, maybe some land ramp, so that you can trigger that ability a few different times and keep your opponent locked out with the counter spells. Then yeah, you could make a pretty interesting blue and green aggro commander deck.
Interestingly enough, bunch of new cards just got spoiled.
Oh wow.
So we're going to talk about a few more than we wanted to. So next one.
We still want to.
I keep pressing the wrong button. Next one is Scythe Claw. So Scythe Claw is another equipment. It is a living weapon this time, so that means it comes out with a 0/0 black germ.
Right.
Automatically equipped to
weapon since Phyrexia, right?
Yeah. So equipped creature gets +1/+1, and whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses half of his or her life rounded up. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And if you can put that on an unblockable creature, even better. You know, kind of like put them on Cassetto.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, you got the larger life pool in Commander, so like if you're having that, it's quite a lot of damage being done.
Yeah. Next creature is Mazarek Crawl Death Priest. That is the green-black commander. So he's a 2/2 for 5 mana, 1 green, 1 black, and 3 colorless, and he has flying. Whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control.
Yeah.
So that's pretty straightforward, but pretty awesome.
Well, yeah, like we were saying before, it's not great as a creature on its own, just a 2/2 flying for 5 mana, but that ability is really going to pay for itself once you start to combo it with the sacrifices.
Yeah, and I imagine the deck's going to be full of stuff that makes other people sacrifice
full
stuff.
Full of little insects that are like sacrifice fodder.
Yeah, it could be really, really good. Okay, so next we've got Daxos the Returned. He's 3 mana, so black, white, colorless, and he's 2/2. Zombie Soldier. I'm guessing it's the same Daxos that was in
Daxos of Meletis.
Yeah, and he was pretty good. So this guy, whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you get an experience counter. And then for 3 mana, same as his casting cost, put a white and black spirit enchantment creature token onto the battlefield. It has this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of experience counters you have. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's another combo that goes with the experience counters, and I hope that's going to be a major theme of this set of commander decks, because the experience counters seem to have really cool abilities so far.
The only thing is, I think if you're playing against a Kalemne's Captain, that's the one that Monstrosity 3, and when it becomes monstrous, it wipes out
all artifacts and enchantments.
Yeah.
So since the creatures you're gaining from Daxos Returned are all enchantment creature tokens,
that could really kind of mess you up.
Yeah, that's gonna wipe all your guys.
Be afraid of that one. So the next one, we've never seen this one before. So this one's
just spoiled just now.
Yeah, just spoiled now. Giganta Plasm.
For us anyway.
By the
time you guys watch this video, it'll probably be out there.
So it's a 0/0 for 4 mana. It's a shapeshifter. 1 blue, 3 colorless. You may have Giganta Plasm enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it gains pay X colorless mana. This creature has base power and toughness XX.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
That is cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So you can have it copy any creature on the battlefield, and then you can change its base power and toughness. That's amazing.
Wait, it gains that as a creature, so you can probably do that anytime, and it doesn't say till the end of turn or anything. It is that from then on. So you can probably pay that again once you get more mana.
Yeah. Now, how does this work with the legendary rule? So could you copy Cassetto?
Yes.
And change his base power and toughness?
Yes, you could, because
That's amazing.
because you're just gonna like once Cassetto's on the battlefield and you copy him, you got to get rid of the other copy of Cassetto. But now you've got one that also has this ability, and you can make it even bigger.
Yeah, as long as you can get your green and blue mana. But yeah, that'd be really, really, really good. I like that a lot. All right, let's move to the next one. Okay, so we got Illusory Ambusher. It's a 4/1 for 5 mana. It's got flash. It is a cat illusion, which is kind of funny because the cat just jumped up.
Yeah. Here's a cat illusion.
So it's got flash, and whenever Illusory Ambusher is dealt damage, draw that many cards.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's good.
Really good.
That's really good.
Flash him into block. Is that what?
Yeah, you can flash him into block a huge creature.
Yeah, as long as it didn't have trample.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't have trample.
You could gain you could draw an insane amount of cards.
Yeah. I mean, it is 5 mana, but that's really good. I mean, if you had like a 20/20 creature attacking you and you flashed him into block, you're drawing 20 cards.
And 5 mana isn't that much in a commander game, really.
No, that's pretty good. All right, so next card is Karmic Justice. Come here, kitty.
Okay, whenever a spell or ability an opponent controls destroys a non-creature permanent you control, you may destroy target permanent that opponent controls. That's funny.
Really? Whenever a spell or ability an opponent controls destroys a non-creature permanent you control, you may destroy... Wow, that's wordy.
Yeah, it's wordy, but it's like whenever someone destroys something of yours, you get it's karmic justice. So
yeah,
it's like instant karma for your opponents. If they try to destroy your stuff, you get to destroy their stuff.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
That's a really
only
cool.
a 3 mana enchantment, so yeah,
you can get that in nice and early on. That's really good. All right, that's cool. All right, and the last one we have is Skullwinder. It is a 1/3 for 3 mana. It's a snake with death touch, so that'll probably be in the green-blue.
For sure.
When Skullwinder enters the battlefield, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Then choose an opponent then choose an opponent. That player returns a card from his or her graveyard to his or her hand.
Okay, so this is another one of those help your opponents out kind of cards for the politics of the multiplayer.
Yeah.
If someone's down on their luck, you can try to help them out, and maybe they'll work with you later on and try to help you out.
That's cool. All right, so that's all the spoilers for today. But thanks very much for watching, and make sure you subscribe and like our videos. Check out our other videos; they're all awesome.
They are. Thank you. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.